part 10 of our conversation with John Anderson. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. Brandon Klopp asks, what's your thought on alien life?
Well, I have a story. I've had 2 or 3 connections, interdimensional connections. You could say, not so much drug induced, but if you get pretty high on something and you sense something, if you see something supernatural, you sober up like you will not believe. You're in the presence of the Almighty energy, And so we had this wonderful friend who was what you would call a shaman, just a regular looking guy, a pretty old guy, 75, just like me. Pretty old, smoked a lot. It's so funny. Harry was great. I met him in Albuquerque and he fixed my back. I had a problem with my back. I'd fallen off stage and I could never get it right. And he touched me behind my ear like this for about a minute. And he said, now lie still for 15 minutes, you'll be fine. I said, okay. After 15 minutes, I went, whew, I couldn't breathe properly. Oh, my back. Oh, I said, thank you, Harry. So Harry used to come to our house here up in San Luis Obispo, and he would heal people, and charge like $30 a pop. Seriously heal people. And he was a beautiful man. He healed a wonderful pianist friend of mine. She was having a massage and the masseur fell on her back and hit her elbow, which crunched her. Couldn't play very well, the piano. And he fixed that. She came down from San Francisco and he fixed it. And he was like that. And he stayed with us one weekend. And my wife Jane mentioned that, have you seen any UFOs? Oh yeah, they're everywhere, don't worry, well, leave them alone. Don't bother with them. They can be funny.
Sorry, John, he said that?
Yeah. And then Jane said, but I keep seeing something around the house now and again. I look and it's gone. Yeah, they do that. They're very impish, but don't worry about them. There's lots of different kinds of aliens, doll bodies, walk-ons, people that walk into other people, energy, and live with them for a while, walk-ons they're called. And he went on about this, and I thought, this guy knows what he's talking about. And he said, so you keep seeing somebody, Jane? He's called Janie, my sweet. Yes, you keep seeing something around. Okay, well, hold on. Do you have any pictures of aliens around? And I said, well, that's weird, because I got a picture from a guy who works at NASA, and basically they go out to connect with alien life, energy, and they always play a song of mine called Hurry Home that I wrote years and years ago. And he came to a show that I was doing in Florida, and he said, I've got something for you, I'm going to send it to you. I said, okay, great. So he sent me a lovely certificate with a photograph of all about 5 or 6 guys that go on these special trips to connect with the aliens. And also, he sent me a picture of a gray, and it was called EB. And we framed it and put it on the wall in the kitchen. And so we're walking around, and Harry said, have you got a picture of aliens? I said, yeah, I've got one in the kitchen. He says, come on. So we went to the kitchen. He says, that's it. They're using that to get in. They're using it as a porthole. Get rid of the photograph and go outside and tell them to F off. Tell them to piss off and go away and never come back again. And they'll go away.
Wow.
And that's what me and Jane went out in the garden and said that. It's kind of funny.
When did the other 3 guys from Yes, when did they contribute, like Steve and Alan and Chris? When did they contribute on the album?
Well, Alan and Chris were in LA in 1990, so I took the tapes down to LA and got him to play on Activate Me and Firstborn Leaders. And I just paid them some money because they're musicians, because they say, yeah, we'll do it. How much do we get? I said, $1,000 each. Okay, we'll do it. I said, you're great. And there was a song on that we had from Big Bear called Now, and it was like a 3-minute song, but it just seemed to need help. I don't know, there's something about you're working on a piece and you're going, well, we could put some orchestra in there, we could do some choir. No, it's not working. Why don't we just cut it up into 3, first verse, second verse in the middle of the album with some orchestration, and the last verse at the end of the album with a little more orchestration, which we did. And it was around Christmas time, and I just said, I'm going to call up Steve and get him to play on it. He owes me, because I sang on his Bob Dylan album. I sang Sad Eyes Lady of the Lowlands, which I really like. And so Steve played on it, and I was listening to Steve, and all of a sudden I started singing, because, that's what I do with Steve. I used to, we were very, very close, musically speaking, for a few years, and remarkable period of time in my life, because I was able to create with him structure for Fragile and Close to the Edge, of course, and Topographic. And that was a very intense time, because musically, Yes was like doing what it wants to do. There was just so much musicianship in the band. I didn't want to keep it down to like 3 minutes, 33 seconds. Record companies always say that, just enough for the radio. And I said, no, I don't think so. Because I felt I was too old to be a pop star in that sense, but there we were, creating really fantastic, adventurous music. And when I finished this album, I felt the same way, that it was like an adventure creating and worth listening to. It's really a special event in my life anyway.
Make sure you comment on our videos, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. And buy a t-shirt, help support our channel, link in the description of this video. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music.